at those worms. That is amazing. You guys are going to the aquaponics system. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've got this bed all pulled apart and I put some fertilizer in it, and there are just tons of worms in this. I mean, I could probably stick my hand in there and pull up a worm just in each handful. It's pretty amazing. So I'm gonna lay out my seeds and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so I have a couple of rows of seeds, and I'm gonna try. I don't know if this is the definition of square foot gardening, but it's about this bed's about a 4x4. So I planted four types, 4 seeds each. So the first ones we have here, you might be able to see it right there. That is a butternut squash. So I'm just gonna push it down and plant it. And I'll put that one in there. These are cucumbers. Here's another one. Push that down, put it in. And, you know, I mean, I guess I could dig a trench or little holes for each seed, but I'm only doing 1 seed at a time. So if they come up, oh well. All right, they come up great. If they don't, then I'll just do it again. And this row, we're gonna do carrots, but we're gonna do that last. And then you can see, I'm kind of having fun growing this corn, so the sweet corn. So I'm gonna go ahead and just plant a couple sweet corn in the beds here. And now I'm going to put in the carrots. So I've never grown carrots before, and I'm pretty surprised at how small these seeds are. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of sprinkle these in. Since they're so small, I'll just sprinkle them in and thin them out if need be. So I'm gonna set the tripod up and get these planted. Okay, so I'm just gonna start here. I'm just gonna put a couple seeds in the trench here. Just kind of fill it out all the way across, just to hopefully get a couple of good strong plants that come up. So that's the idea. Okay, I'm just going to cover these back up. Okay, so now that this bed's all planted, I'm going to go ahead and water it really good and wait for them to come up. Okay, so now that we have this bed all planted up, I'm going to go ahead and just give it a nice good soaking, and then we'll move up to the next bed. Okay guys, so as you can see, I pulled up all the lettuce out of this bed, and I got it kind of turned a little bit, and I was going to go ahead and just put a bag of compost in the bed itself, but I'm going to try something else in this bed only. And a local coffee shop in town here, the Human Bean, gives fresh coffee grounds, used coffee grounds, and I'm going to go ahead and mix up a little bit of this in the bed and see if it does anything. Now, I don't know what the pH level of the soil is, and I don't know if this coffee will change the pH level of the soil, but for our purposes right now, it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this up into the bed and get some seeds planted. I guess I'm just going to use the whole bag. Okay, so as I was walking over to grab some seeds, I noticed, or I had forgotten that I had these seedlings going. These are bell pepper that I actually started, when was it? Probably October of last year. And I just had them in the greenhouse all winter long, and they haven't done much. And I pulled all the little flowers off so they don't, they don't try to produce fruit or anything like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and plant these guys in the bed and see what happens. So I'm gonna set up and get these planted, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I have the bell pepper plants all pulled up, and in order to help minimize the root shock, this was a tip that I got on my Facebook fan page. What I'm going to do is I mixed up a little bit of this seaweed extract, liquefied organic kelp, into my water bottle here, and I'm going to go ahead and give these plants just a really good misting right through the leaves, because apparently plants can and do absorb nutrients through the leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and give these guys a really good, misting and just really wet them down. And then I'm going to go ahead and put them in the ground. So I'm going to finish this up and I'll get right back to you. Okay, so I got the pepper plants nice and wet with the seaweed extract, and I'm going to go ahead and just fill these guys in. There's one. There's two. Three. And four. Okay, so now that I have those set in, I'm going to go ahead and get some seeds and finish this bed off. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is we picked up this garlic at Home Depot, $3, 3 bulbs. So I'm going to go ahead and get this planted in the bed. Let's see, we got to break apart the cloves. So I'll go ahead and break that. Oh wow, there's this. This is going to be a lot. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I'm only going to plant 4 and see what happens in the raised beds anyway. So I'm going to go over there and get these planted, and I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and plant this garlic right in the ground. So I'm just going to kind of get this dirt right and point its side up. So I'm going to go ahead and pretty much just dig a hole with my hand. And I'm going to plant the side up and just cover it up. So there's 1, 2. Yeah, I'm sorry if you can't see this. I have the camera on a tripod. 3. And then the last one right here. 4. Okay. So that's half the bed so far, and let's figure out what we're going to do for the last 2 rows. Okay guys, now I'm sorry if the wind is going to be causing a distraction here, but in honor of my dead cantaloupe and dead watermelon plants, I'm going to go ahead and plant 2 of each on the sides of the beds. So on this side, where's my line at? On this side, so here's my garlic, so here, this is going to be watermelon right here. So I'll plant that down. And I'm going to do a watermelon over here also. Okay, and then here will be cantaloupe. And the same thing over here, cantaloupe. Okay, so that's in. And in the middle, I'm going to fill it out with some green tomatoes, some tomatillos, tomatillo verde, and I don't know, some other green tomato. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in, and I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so these are the tomatillos. So looks like about here and about here. So I'm going to put 2 seeds per hole just in case one doesn't decide to come up, which is very possible. So 2 seeds for that one and 2 seeds for this one. Okay, I'm going to finish this off with the other one, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the last plant here we're going to do is called a green zebra. It's a type of tomato plant. I've never grown any tomato plants before, so it'll be pretty interesting to get a green one coming up. So here's one, and let's call it here. So I'll throw 2 seeds in, same as last time. 1, 2, cover it up. 1, 2. Okay, so now we have a planted bed. And the last thing I'm going to do here is really just spray down this bed. So I'm just going to get it really wet. Oh, I can really smell the coffee. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll see. So if none of these tomatoes come up, no big deal. I mean, it looks like these other tomatoes here are going to survive. So if they do, we're going to have more tomatoes than we know what to do with. And that's definitely a good thing. Because if that's the case, then we'll be doing a bunch of videos on canning and all that other good stuff. So, okay, guys. So thanks for watching the video on my raised beds. I'm going to get to this one, and well, this one's already done, and this one later. I have a little bit more work to do to it, as you can see. But yeah, I really hope these beds turn out the way I expect them to. That'd be pretty neat if everything came up. But I'm realistic, so if they don't, they don't, and I'll just plant more. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. Rate the videos, subscribe to the channel, join the Facebook fan page, HD Aquaponics. Again, the website, I know I'm pushing it, it's not even up yet, but hdaquponics.com. We'll be launching a community site there, along with all the feeds that we're putting out, and we'll have guest articles and all that good jazz. So anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.